that one, the poodle, or yeah, well, in that case that's kind of pointless, and just go for that. So I'm thinking either the poodle, you know, which would give us a better specific impulse. No, the poodle was too big, actually. An atomic rocket motor looks pretty stupid, but I don't know. Gives us a little bit more thrust in this baby, and it gives us way better specific impulse than either of these babies. Let's see. Aerospike is not going to help us at all, really. You could technically. It would actually be about the same specific impulse as this, and it'd be about the right size. Yeah, you can tell I don't have enough experience with going to the moon. By installing War Thunder, I'm trying to think of a password. I have my email address and nickname and all that entered in. I'm gonna download it in a sec. You know what? While I mull this over, we can go ahead and finish that up then. War Thunder. War Thunder, Bob with a muffin. I meant to say something like a sort of country name, like, but then I said Bob for some reason. Whatever. So, hold the phone, I just need to 2S. What's wrong with that password? Okay, sorry for the hold up here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and... Oh, what the heck? What's the problem? Okay, well, that's weird. What? Okay, sorry about the serious hold up here. Okay, there we go. It's downloading right this second. Let me get back into it, and let me get the chat. Bobtopolis is the password. You're welcome. Yep. No, I've got the person. I've got it. The password is password. No, it's not password. It's nothing. Just leave it blank. You know, my password is just a blank field. That won't get brute forced ever. My name's going to be Bugbite. I actually picked a different name. This is mainly because I don't I'm iffy about naming exactly, you know, naming my accounts exactly the same as this channel currently. I might make an alt account and do Bugbite. Right now it's named something stupid. Because I like stupid names. That's never going to reach! There's no way that's going to work. What am I thinking? You know, I honestly would not be against just using the Aerospike. It's not that bad of an engine, you know. It's probably a bit more thrust than we actually need, but the, you know, the specific impulse is like pretty much on par with all of these other engines I could pick from. So I don't much have a problem with it. Like this would be best, but you know, we're not making a space probe. That's not what we're making right now. So. Oh, except for that doesn't actually couple on, so screw you, Kerbal Space Program. Whatever. I was thinking it'd be nice for re-entry and stuff. Stiffy stuff. No one will ever figure it out. The password is nothing at all. Nothing. You get it for free. Password checking? Who ever heard of that? You know, secure passwords. Yeah. Alright, anyway. So, I should probably get some fins on here. I mean, probably, I mean, definitely, actually. That's very much something that's very important. I'll go for the Delta Deluxe winglets and just leave it at that. 4 is good. Although, to keep it lightweight, we could cut it down a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can slap the engineer pack on here, or engineering toolkit on here, and see if I did something super stupid. What's the thrust to mass ratio on this? I need to... So I'm gonna asparagus stage a little bit more. Whoa, hang on a second, what's going on? That's a little bit odd that it's not working. Perhaps it's on the command probe. Nope. Usually you just slap it on and the info pops right up. I believe I had it on my laptop install. So either I've completely forgotten how this works, or it doesn't work with 0.25. Password is... Anyway. I'm wondering if... I think I might have stars on instead of swears for some reason. I thought I turned off the banned words filter thing, but apparently it's still there. That's pretty bizarre. Could have sworn I turned that off. Computer flight unit. Sure, it's a reel-to-reel computer. Or tape deck, something. I can't get this to work. I'm trying to get a thrust to mass ratio here, and it's just not. Hey. Oh, you stream. You're planning on streaming soon? Blackstar King. That'd be nice. Let's see. Very slow today. I think it's kind of always slow on Friday nights. Well, let me put a decoupler on that. That would be the wrong category. I keep jumping to the wrong category no matter how many times I go through this. Kind of aggravating. So apparently I'm not going to be able to use engineer tools to figure out the thrust mass ratio of this base unit here. So I'm going to go ahead and just test it, because I can figure that out from there. There we go. Okay, that's plenty. That's fine. It's going to be mainly Xbox, so you got a good computer, or until you get a good computer. That's kind of cool. If you have something that can run Rebirth, I would suggest streaming that. That's probably, you know, mainly because it's fun, but secondly because a lot of people are going to be watching Rebirth. So that's a good thing. Yeah, that game looks super boss, so I'd recommend you play it for a number of reasons, actually. Like, even if you can't stream it in time, even if you can't run, you know, get something that runs it just, you know, well enough to stream, if you have something that runs it well enough to just play, definitely recommend playing it. Okay, now for the Spurga staging. Yep. That's not lopsided at all. Hang on. Wow, jeez. There we go. Okay, so we're just doing fourfold Spurga staging here. We should be alright. Reaper? Rebirth. I'm just like lisping or something. Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I would recommend that to stream. Let's see, so that's gonna kick off first, and then those will kick off second, so that would be good. Yeah, sorry, I was just talking weird, so sounded like I was saying Rebirth, or Reaper. I said Rebirth. You'll crossfeed correct. And then we probably want to strut side, 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 side. So that when we kick off we don't need Separatrons, because oh my god, it is painful when you need Separatrons. This music is pretty nice. Wow, that wasn't even... not even close. Okay. Just trying to minimize wobble here. I probably could have just done this and then strutted. You know what, I'm gonna do that. So I'm not gonna take the time to do the other stuff, because that would be work, and work is for not me. Specifically not me. I don't say for chumps, you know, but just not for me this time around. That's gonna kick off there. Yeah, that's good. You know, it's all braced up correctly. And we just gotta get the staging working correctly. And that's essentially good to go, really. Got RCS and ACS. SAS? Question mark. Okay. Am I mumbling or something? Oh, and forgot to name this, so... No, that's gonna show up as artifacting geared characters, so just to the moon. Alright, we could probably get launch stabilization systems, maybe just like 2 there. We'll see how far this goes. It'll probably not get us where we need to go. It's... you know, this is probably going to get us to, like, upper atmosphere and not much further. So I'm going to need to revise this in a little bit. But we'll see. If it gets us to the moon, I will eat my hat. I'm just curious to see how this goes. I need to get a feel for these things. Oh, you just mean SAS, just couldn't remember the name. Right. I probably should put RCS blocks on here, but this is basically a dry run to serve it. Wow, that was smart. Let's fix the staging. There. And while I'm on here, I might as well put on RCS blocks. That'd be in control. Okay. Okay. And okay. That's probably fine. Wondering if it'd be an idea to put on... Let's see how much power we have here. Not a whole lot, so it might be an idea to put on a battery pack or something. Like, right about... I'd say probably about there. There should be, like, electric power crossfeed. Yeah, that's probably good. We could put solar panels on, but I think we might be alright with just that. Epic test launch. Okay. Let's go ahead and fix that. And punt it into orbit. Not gonna get much further than that, but whatever. Whatever. And those should kick off pretty soon. I could just do 6-fold symmetry and just kind of deal with it then. I don't know if those booster stages actually helped us all that much. I don't feel like they did. I mean, I have a particular design for a moon rocket that works, that, you know, I have in my head just in case this one fails. But I kind of want to, you know, get to the moon with, you know, kind of lean resources. I don't want to, like, use an overly bloated design that's, you know, just, like, unnecessarily fat and, you know, and bloated. And I'm gonna continue using the word bloat because it's, you know... Like, you know, it's not like a fat rocket as in they, you know, didn't diet hard enough. It's like a fat rocket as in they was born, you know, big-boned and containing enough fuel to, you know, make me forget my gravity turn, apparently. Whoops. Here we go. I don't know if this is gonna get us where we need to go. I don't think it might even... It's probably not even enough to get us into orbit, actually. I think this thing actually needs more grunt. Shoot. That's just too bad, then. I don't want to resort to ham-fisted designs, though. It's just something I don't like, you know? To, like, try and ham-fist something into the moon. It's kind of easy, but, you know, to do it with... You know, like, simply and elegantly is harder. Okay, yeah, we had enough delta V to get into orbit. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? So I think we just need a little bit of extra fuel on these things, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Maybe a little bit more than that, actually. Just a touch more. I mean, I could just, you know, do the double stack, like usual, but, you know, I want to keep it lean, mean, not necessarily sexy, because it's like... I don't think that's a very sexy-looking rocket. It's a very rocket-looking rocket. It doesn't look like a Saturn V rocket. It looks like my rocket, which is decidedly squat. It's got a lander on top, I guess. It's kind of hard to make it aesthetically pleasing with the section. That might not actually improve the performance all that much. I think it, you know, the trade-off was maybe no, it probably wasn't worth it. It looks like it wasn't. Rather unfortunate. Or maybe it was, actually. It seems to have gotten us a little bit of extra height. Just a touch. Maybe just enough to... I think a little bit more and we could probably make the gravity turn. Oh, right, the center of mass has shifted, so that's why it's banging against the ship. Oh, gravity turn is not now. Not quite yet. There. There. Stay. Good rocket. I missed my gravity turn. Again. There we go. Enfield Kerman, you're making this look more terrifying than it actually is. Grow a pair of balls. And, like, dude. Alright, okay, I guess he chilled out. Let's see what the apogee is. Let's see. I believe it was like 100,000 meters, if you want to go to the moon. And, you know, if, much above, anything much higher than that is kind of wasteful. And then I'll just bulge out my apogee in a little bit. Oh, I forgot reaction wheels. How amazing.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I probably should have put on RCS tanks. So we'll see, I guess, how the Delta V looks here, you know. If I can bulge out at least to the, I guess, essentially the altitude of the moon. Yeah, moon or bust. What do you guys think of this new music? I'm kind of liking it. It's definitely very, very electronic. Yeah. Whatever. Alright, timescale. And perfect, now we burn. Probably should have used a maneuver node, but... Wow, I'm wasting a lot of fuel now. That's getting to be a pretty high orbit. Oh, I pressed the wrong key. There we go. Okay, well, I guess I'll bulge out that thing. I could technically make it to the moon. The moon goes that way, right? So... And it depends on, like, whether I find an encounter. Alright. I mean, that's high enough that we're not going to fall back into the atmosphere. Okay, that's good to hear. This music is pretty nice. Yeah. It's nice to have a more varied playlist, because it was starting to get kind of samey, so I went ahead and downloaded a whole bunch of music. And, yeah. Definitely digging it. Wait, am I still point of grade? No, I'm not. Shit. Oh, and I ran out of fuel. Looks like I'm not the magical engineering. Fuck! Oh no! Oh. Test flight, guys, test flight. Whoops. Whoops! Oh my god, whoops. Jesus. That was really bad. So it appears that we actually need a little bit more Delta V, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap these out. Uh-oh. Wait, no, yep. I'm gonna go ahead and swap these out and do the full stack, double stack boosters to give us a little bit more Delta V while in the atmosphere. And then, you know, the saved fuel in this inner tank will get us more Delta V out there so we can actually get to the elevation of the moon. We're not getting back with this booster, you know, we're getting back with a lander. But, we'll see. You know, I really think it'd be an idea to, to switch that out for the atomic motor. I just don't particularly like that Poodle engine. Or, is it the Poodle engine? I don't think it's a Poodle engine. Yeah, It's just not great in the atmosphere is all. Whatever. Fine. I mean, that one's more well-rounded, but we kind of want to be efficient. Because this is going to be re-entering, you know, the atmosphere. It's going to take us back home. That's the idea. Well, we'll see what this does for Delta V, and that would be an idea. Yeah, there we go. Let's redo that. To the moon! There we go. Should get us some more Delta V. Or maybe it won't. I could be dead wrong. Hang on a sec, where does that one kick out? Okay, it's kicking out way later, so we are getting more Delta V. We are getting some more bang for our buck. In fact, I'll probably even be able to make my gravity turn on just the spur staging this time around. Oh wait, that's not gonna... That's actually a bad thing, because these are gonna bang against the, yeah, this is gonna explode. Yep! Yep, I didn't balance them correctly. Oh shit. Dang it. Oh, yeah, that's not the right way to do that. There we go. So yeah, I could put Separatrons on here and just sort of like, you know, like manhandle them off. But that is not the smart way to do things. It's a way to do things, just not the smart way to do things, you know? And here we are SMRT. We're Homer Simpson smart. We're not actual smart, but we're smirt. You know? We are roughly smart. Approximately, approximately smart-ish. Not really. Not even kinda. Okay. There. So that should work out a little bit better. No, it's not gonna work out better. It's mainly just that I really don't want to have to restructure this whole thing. So smirt. So smirt. Very smirt. Well, okay, I guess I do have to... I probably will have to restructure this damn thing. So that is just too bad. Okay, well... let's go ahead and see what it actually does there. I'm gonna go ahead and like just kick off the stages early or something, or just kick off the first stage and see how it tips. This probably actually doesn't help things all that much. Time scale, because the ship can actually handle it. One's a ship that can, I have a ship that can actually handle time scaling. It doesn't fold like a... Yep. So, well, it doesn't explode. I guess that kind of gets us what we need. Let's revert the launch, and we'll see if the extra Delta V makes us super smart and able to actually get this into, like, you know, an encounter with the moon properly. Alright, here we go. Enfield, seriously, dude, why did you sign up for this job if you're gonna be this way? Like, you could have been so many other freaking things. You could have been... pole dancer? Nothing else comes to mind. You look like a pole dancer to me. Athletic, you know? Nope, it's still screwed up. I had to restructure the design. Oh, welcome back, Black Star. I have to restructure the asparagus staging. That's not okay, that what it's doing right now. That's not cool. So, I'm gonna shift that up and then build top down instead. That's probably the better way to do it, because then it tips the other direction. And it sort of clears things a little bit more. No, you know, I don't know if there's actually a way to do this without messing it up kind of royally. So, screw it, we're using Separatrons. I'm gonna go ahead and tack one of these onto... like that. No, I'll just stack one in a little bit later. If I need to. Yeah, I probably do, actually. Let's see what tanks we have. What's War Thunder at? War Thunder's done downloading, so I can... And the account is created. Let's see. I'm just trying to remember the password so I can actually access it. But yeah, War Thunder is done. I'm gonna see if I can get this moon rocket working, because I guess I need to get this moon rocket working. So that's gonna tip forward, so we can just have Separatrons to counter that moment. That'd probably handle it just fine. So just two-fold Separatrons right here. And we need to point them in radially, so turn off angle snap and rotate. Gently rotate, Kerbal Space Program. I said gently. There we go. So those will just sort of kick off at their own respective stages. I believe that one goes first, actually. No, that one goes second. Last. So. There. But yeah, Warplanes is done. I have a fast internet connection. So, here we go. To the moon. Come now, load. KSP loads surprisingly slowly, considering that it's actually on an SSD, so that's why I get kind of annoyed with the loading screens, otherwise it wouldn't bother me that much. But there we go. Yeah, War Thunder is done. I'm planning on, I guess, wrapping the stream probably in about an hour or so, and then I guess I was going to read a physics book that I got, but I could see about taking a look at some War Thunder. That might be cool. Well, that actually worked out just fine. Wow, cool. For once, Separatrons don't come back to bite me in the ass. It's weird, because usually I actually place them reasonably well. Yeah, we're gonna make the gravity turn, and then some. That might actually be a problem, because we'll be oriented sideways, and gravity might shit on things and knock off control surfaces. But, we'll see. For once, Separatrons did not shit on the parade. Did not shit directly on the parade. So we'll kick those off before doing the gravity turn. And that kind of wastes fuel, unfortunately. But, the alternative is exploding the rocket, in all likelihood. Wow, that was one flopsy gravity turn there. Wow, this is actually a really freaking awesome song. Okay, so obviously the now playing list is clipped out sometimes, like you can't see what exactly the song, what exactly is playing. So like in Kerbal Space Program, what position, you know, of the now playing text would you prefer? Because like where it is right now is definitely not working. Would you prefer just like left hand corner instead of right hand corner? Because I'm thinking that's maybe what I'm leaning towards. We'll just sort of stop that there. Oh, RCS. I don't know if I actually have enough liquid fuel to make this work. Yeah, I might still need to trim the fat a little bit more. You were so terrified a minute ago, Henfield, you know? Like, Henfield, like, seriously. Like, what kind of meds are you on? I want some. Like, give them. Give them up. Give me. Anyway. I got a time scale for it, and yeah, I could do maneuver nodes, but whatevs. Just a hair more and we're good. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Did it freeze? Did it freeze? Tick, tick, tick. And there. Right about there is where we'd want to burn. Okay. And kick. There we go. I don't know if we're gonna have the Delta V for this, guys. It doesn't look like we do. Alright, well. Just want to raise that up a bit. Okay, and then just timescale around the world. Around the world. All the way around the world. Top left, maybe. I guess, yeah, that might get in the way of this a little bit, but I don't know. We'll go ahead and finish this maneuver, and then I'm gonna move that playlist, or now playing text, or back into the Blocks That Matter soundtrack. That's kind of nice. I can see if I can change the settings in my plugin so that it displays the album sometime. I haven't bothered doing that, but it could be an idea. Alright. Come on now. Giddy up. Alright. And we'll do a burn right there. No, we will not do a radial burn, you stupid fool! Shoot! Shoot! No! Ah, we missed it. We kind of missed our opportunity a little bit. I should have positioned beforehand a little bit better. Yeah, we're not making it to the moon. It's gonna kick out right about... Oh, we did! We just barely make it to the moon. Sort of. We didn't get an encounter though, so that's too bad. Then again, we didn't really time it right. There's a certain way to get an encounter with the moon. I mean, I could have waited and sort of burned sort of this direction, and that would have been the way to do it. Okay, well that maneuver is complete. I'm gonna go ahead and just move the now playing. I'm gonna go ahead and move that to the left edge. Does that make sense there? Does that seem like it's good? It doesn't seem to block anything particularly important. Except for, I guess, like... Yeah, it doesn't really block anything particularly important. It blocks, like, roll, yaw, and pitch. And, like, the docking and staging stuff in the orbit map. That could work. I don't know, does this look better in top left, or maybe not so much? I'm gonna try and go to the moon one more time. We could have made that. Definitely could have made that one. Alright then. I forgot the stabilization. Okay. Oh, what the f- I completely spaced for a second there. Hang on. I'm gonna time scale this launch. I'm gonna see if... It seems like it's a stable enough design that I can actually just time scale the launch a little bit. So... Yep. And then we kick that off. Yeah, it's a stable enough design that we could do that. And we should still have enough to make our gravity turn. Just with the asparagus staging. So that's draining, that's full. Yep. Just as expected. And we'll actually wait till after 10k because I don't want these to ding the aircraft. Although I guess they'd probably be fine with those Cybertrons actually. You know, I'll just make my gravity turn where I want to. And ding. Whoa, okay, that was super janky as hell, but it worked out for the most part. Hang on, I gotta get the roll adjustment sorted out. There. There we go. Perfect.
Listen, all this takes a lot of getting used to. And you do get used to it. After a while.
Zenfield
There's three
freaking
things I'll
headbanging or
always miss,
something.
though. One,
Alright, let's take a look at
not
the
having
apogee and
to
we'll
watch
cut our
my step
engines
all
when
the
it
time.
gets to about 100 thou.
forget about 2. And 3.
And we'll just burn into a normal
I
orbit
miss the song.
and circularize.
Folks from Ceylondia knew how to carry a tune. Sure, we've got some songs on the old gramophone. But trying to
Probably
match
wasting a
what
bit
they
of fuel
sounded
on
like,
the actual orbit.
play into a room
It's
full
not a
of
very...
fine people,
It doesn't look very... Like, you can see
unwinding
it's
at the
like
soul regret
more
after
than the
a
minute
hard
till.
day's work.
So it's not very flat.
Those
It should
were
be
the
going a little
days.
bit more angled. Okay, let's time scale over there, and then we'll do a circular orbit. Oh, the thing that played before was from Bastion. I meant to remove that. It's kind of out of place in the stream playlist, but it just sort of carried over from the whole soundtrack. Maybe a slower burn. Give me more time to catch the perigee. Like we're chasing the apogee here a little bit, so it's getting a bit higher. And that's a pretty high orbit. I kind of want to ideally go for that. Okay, well I'll burn out the perigee again. It's probably gonna waste some fuel again, but whatever. Hello, Blood Dragon 2464. Welcome. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Like, I've been to the moon before, but, you know, crashed into it. I haven't really tried to do a legit lander. This time I'm trying to do one. No joking around this time. Well, all the joking around still, but trying to actually make it to the moon. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna just wait for the moon to move over, essentially. So, it's gonna just speed up here. To the moon! Very much so, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of timescale this, bulge out the perigee by burning at the apogee. And then, you know, just because, you know, we're gonna need to timescale a little bit more. So I think something like an orbit above 100 thou would be kind of desirable. 100,000 meters, that is. So, I mean, to stop there. Yeah, should be burning about now, actually. Should be, but didn't. And tack. There. Wow, that's not what I meant to do. That was actually the exact opposite. I'll allow it. We're actually looking to bulge the apogee out that direction. I'm just trying to raise the perigee a little bit so that it's not, like... So it's not silly and we don't have the time scale, you know, for really short distances. Okay. Let's fire that up. And this time I will burn at the apogee. I completely missed it that time around. So once altitude gets over 100,000, I believe, then I can just sort of burn over there. Or just timescale a bit faster. That'd be very nice. Come on, get up. Or I could be incorrect and it's just going to be super slow. Come on now. There we go. Wonder if anyone's ever played real-time Kerbal Space Program before. That would be agonizing. You know, if you played without the fast-forward button. You know, during orbital maneuvers and such. That'd be absolutely painful to watch and do. What's the... There we go. We'll timescale a bit. Get within 30 seconds. I probably could have created a maneuver node, but whatever. We're winging it. Okay, so that's a retrograde vector there. Did I run out of freaking RCS fuel already? I thought I packed some. I guess I didn't. We might have missed our opportunity to do the burn. Sounds like a good fundraising challenge. I think it would be, but you know, it'd need to be... yeah. Like, you know, it would need to definitely be worth it, because, like, that'd be more painful than the 24-hour stream. It'd be like doing Desert Bus for Hope, you know? Essentially, you know? I think you'd need, like, a team of people to do it, otherwise one person doing it would just... That'd be painful. You know... But that'd be pretty cool, you know, to do something like a charity thing that way. Wow, okay. Jeez. I wasted a whole bunch of fuel there. I meant to just burn very slightly to inch it up, but we might actually whiff the moon because of this. Dang it. Well, in any case, at least the timescaling's fast now. That's what I wanted. So we just want to encounter right about there. The moon will be right about there in a bit. That's my assumption, that is, at least. We're about 2 minutes till. I guess let's give this a shot. Let's land on the moon. You can tell I'm a bit inexperienced with landing on the moon, because I did it once and then didn't bother doing it again. Because the one time honestly wasn't that bad. But you need to do something interesting every once in a while. Oh, the reaction wheels. I either need more powerful reaction wheels and then just, you know, just run off the battery, or... Whoa! Graphical glitches abound. What the hell? I think we broke Kerbin, guys. I think we broke it. Yep, broke it. Oh, damn it! Oh, there was a moon encounter. Shit. I whiffed it. I screwed it up. Dang it. Let's see what this looks like. So the moon actually goes all the way over there, and we completely miss it. So we're not gonna... I'm pretty sure we're not going to encounter the moon. The period is still up. Uh-oh. Shit. We accidentally did a slingshot maneuver off the moon. Yeah. Maneuver node time. That's what I should have done. Yeah. We accidentally did a gravity assist off of the moon, and now we're flying who knows where. Damn it. Shoot. To the moon, maybe... Oh. Just go with it, alright. Okay, I still have fuel left in this thing. Well, we're not to the moon anymore. Let's timescale out of this baby. And we'll see where we can go, I guess. I don't think we have enough to make it really anywhere particularly interesting. Adventure time. With Finn and Jake. Yep. Oh, this is actually quite nice music for this. Okay, we have escaped the pull of Kerbin. We're now in orbit around the sun in a slightly odd-looking orbit. If we could find a way to sort of decrease our elevation in a certain way, like just kind of... Because it seems like... I don't know if we actually... Let's see, I think the mass of these individual planets would be negligible compared to the mass of the sun, so we could actually model this like a single body problem. We might not need to do n-body problem here. In which case, I mean, I'm sure you don't actually need to know that to do KSP stuff, but, I mean, like, what I could do is I could just kind of lower this, you know? I don't know if I actually have enough, you know, fuel, you know, altogether, like, just delta V period to lower that enough to do something, but, just kind of rolling with it, rolling with the punches, we'll figure something out. So... So yeah, I could burn retrograde at that apogee and see if I can hit Eve or something. Rendezvous is going to be kind of tricky though. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually get an encounter with it. I could see about trying to use it as a gravity assist and slingshot off in some other direction though. That might be nice, you know. Like use Eve to kick over to Duna or something. I don't know if that would work out. That I'd probably zip right past it. But we'll see. God, it's taking ages! Okay, well in any case I'm going to lower my elevation on this end by burning at that apogee, so I'm going to lower my perigee here around the sun. We'll see! I haven't actually bothered going to any other planets before. So, that should be interesting. I'm probably going to fail miserably. But yeah, once I get within a few days of that, then I'll start prepping. Okay, yeah, I'll just add a maneuver node right there, just to blam. That's at least going to be very, very, very tight and slightly oh, actually that orbit's inclined anyway, whatever. That's going to be a very weird-looking gravity assist there. Or I might hit the planet. I probably won't. It doesn't look like I actually coincide with it. I might be able to get an encounter with it, but my bet is no. Not so much. So... go ahead and point towards... Let's point towards a burn vector. And hold it steady there. It is adventure time with Finn and Jake. Apparently. Alright, let's timescale forward. There I am, to the moon. To the moon indeed, sir. And kick back. So that's gonna be a little bit of time away. And timescale forward at that speed. A few days. Let's see how far we really are. We don't want to completely whiz by it. Like, within a few, you know, hours, we're probably fine. So, doop. Okay, back to full speed. And it seems like we're still in that direction. Okay, here we go. So we're bringing retrograde. Be fine. And we'll just go until our delta V is... Oh, too bad, because look. Look at that nonsense. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna do it for us. I should have gotten a freaking nuclear engine. We would have had the delta V for this, but I don't know if we do this time. It seems like we might, because we're actually sipping our fuel kind of slowly. But, you know, let's just go ahead and max that. Let's max it out. Pedal to the metal, baby. Ricky Bobby. Okay, and that would be our delta V target. Yeah, that was actually a pretty successful burn. That's probably not going to do anything for us. Like, the most it might do is, like, a gravity assist off of Eve. This is kind of my best bet. And, you know, it's just kind of off in a random direction, essentially. So, yeah, like, we'll probably bulge out, like, kind of that direction if we get it right, but my thoughts are probably not. I don't know if it coincides with that properly. Okay, we'll just take a look. Yep, that kicks it back alright. So we'll go 2 notches, and we'll kick it back just fine. We're going on an adventure, guys! I don't know where the hell we're going to end up, honestly. Yeah, I don't think that's going to coincide. It doesn't look like it. It could, in a bit, if we wait long enough. Alright. Yeah, that's not going to be a gravity assist. That's... I don't know what that's going to be. If it does coincide. And it looks like they might actually be spreading further apart. Well, hopefully you guys are in a comfy seat, because, jeez, this might take a while. And yeah, interestingly enough, I was right about the single body problem assumption. The mass of these planets is negligible compared to the Sun, so you can treat it somewhat like a single body problem, and, you know, it's kind of like orbiting Kerbin, except way more massive and burny and explodey, and not Kerbin. I hope they're not diverging. I hope they're actually getting closer together. That'd be very nice. Because then there's a chance that we could actually get an encounter with it, you know, if we do the right maneuver, you know. I think something like an inclination change would probably get us the right encounter, assuming that, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It appears that they are actually, they might be getting closer together. Not sure though. Maybe just barely. Alright, well, let's take a look at what... Oh yeah, he just thinks all of this is awesome. You're not the guy who has to do stuff, Enfield. You're not the guy who has to do stuff. I'm the guy who has to do stuff. I'm the freaking puppet master. Me. And it sucks. So, welcome back, Sky. We completely missed the moon. Completely and utterly. I accidentally slingshotted off of it into a ridiculous escape trajectory. Now I'm just kind of... I'm trying to do, like, either a gravity assist or... I don't know, an encounter with Eve. Just kind of something. But, yeah. Yeah, it's a mess. I think they might be getting further apart. Shoot. In all likelihood, they are getting further apart. At least if they're getting way further apart, then eventually they'll loop back over. Dang. Oh boy. Really should have gone for a nuclear engine, because then I wouldn't have fuel anxiety right now. Like, look how much I already burned through just lowering that orbit a little bit. Technically, I could try and make it back to Kerbin, you know, or I could have, you know, like, just burned retrograde for my, you know, escape velocity vector. Probably made it back just fine. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're diverging, but it looks like they're going to coincide again pretty soon. Ish. Probably not. Okay. What do you say, guys? This is gonna get pretty boring and tedious. So do you want to scrap this? Just kind of wash, revert the launch. Let's try and actually get to the moon. Because I was close, I just got overzealous with the time scaling. Got super overzealous with the time scaling. Oh, wait, maybe they will coincide. Who knows? Well, I might know, but... Jeez. Okay, hang on. Now it looks like they're converging. So we might be able to get an Eve encounter. Fling it into the sun. Screw this and play War Thunder. Yeah. I'm considering doing that because, like, I don't know. One more loop around, and we'll see where we stand in relation to Eve. We might actually have an encounter with Eve, in which case I'll just get into orbit around it and then plow directly into its surface, because I'm just gonna land on the moon properly another time. But, I don't know, it appears we're actually moving further away from Eve. So, yeah, we're not getting an encounter with Eve. So, revert back to vehicle assembly. And, yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, I think there's a problem with my install of Kerbal Space Program. This shit is not supposed to happen. I'm gonna need to reinstall. Oh, that sucks. Well, if what was happening before wasn't a good indicator to try something else, I think this is kind of a red flag right here. My computer's not overheating, I know that for certain, you know. So... Okay. Well, be back in a second, I guess, or I guess a few minutes, because, you know, KSP is just crapping on things right now. Uh-oh is the correct response to that. Uh-oh is exactly the right response to that. Really quit, yeah. There we go. Okay, so... War Thunder. War Thunder. I'm gonna see if I can, you know, get that running. I might play a little bit on stream and then a little bit, I guess off stream. It sort of depends on how much I want to read the physics book that I bought. So... Okay. Yeah, so before tomorrow's stream I will see about trying to fix the, you know, all of KSP, essentially, because that stuff is not supposed to happen. The entire planet is not supposed to disappear when you play the game. That makes no sense at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and launch War Thunder. I'll see if I can maybe make a new scene for this. Whoa, hang on, that there. What the hell? Hang on. Alright, I guess see you later, Black Star. Next time. Next time. That should be correct. There we go. Man, that took ages. Okay, I'm gonna max out the graphics and we'll see just how chunky salsa this gets. Excuse me now, it's downloading remaining. Okay, 3 gigabytes remaining. Okay, well, obviously KSP is completely screwed. It keeps doing crazy shit and there's like graphical glitches everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and back up my saves. In all likelihood, you know, I have all my mod files, so if I want to install some stuff, then I can do so again. But I'm probably going to just have to back up all of my saves, reinstall Kerbal Space Program, and just kind of, you know, reinstall the mods after that, and just sort of hope for the best there. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, this is downloading pretty slowly, so I'm going to go ahead and